Order filled. Order filled.
That was just a mistake on my part. So, first 30 minutes of the morning, any kind of trap patterns like these really don't know who's got the strength. The initial balance, buying, selling, buying, selling. Um, it's pretty much a coin. So, this is way more accurate when if we were to break out of the market lows and try and come back, it would be different. It'd be a different scenario, but um, yeah, that that involved. We just really don't got control. So decided to take the 30-point mistake loss, get back. Now, typically, your big profit situation. Kind of does the push. It's liquidity. It's the one right here. Up here should be a spot where hard pressed to get through. A little bit of a reaction from the area. Real sellers are still active in this area. 250. See, you start to push away a little bit. Keep an eye on it.
Judge Glam.
See, those sellers are super active still. All right. So yeah, in the middle of a range like this, you really just don't know who has control. And for me to do a measured move, big, big area for me to do it. I have to do 100 points of drawdown, 70 points. It's just too much. So I don't really mess with it. Not in the first 30 minutes of the day. While the balance is trying to gain balance. Thirty-five seconds left in this candle. All right. See that they're still trying to press up into these sellers here. Keep getting hot reactions. Yeah, see. I was gonna say they can take them, but with how hot these reactions are, it just depends. If these buyers keep dredging up, right? Buyers keep getting more and more aggressive, right? They keep, every time it pops down, these guys are really making a case that this market's going to go up. And it's going to put a lot of pressure on these sellers here. So it's just a battle right now, and really we're trying to figure out who's stronger, who's got more of the fight in this. If we could figure that out, profit. I'm not in this long, by the way. I'm just charting it out. I hope you guys are having a good day. We don't really have much more data this week. A bunch of Fed speakers. So we will see. Those are still active. If this closes below 1975, I go long. All right.
Order filled.
This is a short we take. All right. So let me see. That's 3. Let me measure. 3625. Still early, but this is a lot better. Saying bulls are getting trapped up there, sellers are active. Not that these bulls still aren't stronger. This is a setup that we would do. So this system, we've been running it, moving pretty well with it for weeks now. So we're hoping we can get some good payouts in this next week, probably next week or two. Now, if we do push above this area, different story. Because then we'd be looking only for longs. So, got 3 points here.
Order filled.
One more. Oh, sick. Just hit 400 followers on TradingView. If you guys haven't checked out my TradingView, check it out. We got a lot of good articles talking about some long term too. With
Order
UPS.
filled.
Sounds like we got stopped out. Yep, got stopped out, which is cool. We have a lot of good trades. We had a lot of good call outs here. Let me see. For example, I called that people were looking at Meta to do a double top, but some price action, discovery, and volume, we could figure out that we can go beyond that. So, boom. Called that one out, wrote a full article about it, gave both scenarios. What else? Had Amazon was a nice one. This one got editor's pick, actually, which was pretty dope. But talked about how if we can't close into these sellers, it's likely to get short here at this medium demand at least. And we did exactly that. So it was good for hedging and whatever else that you want to do for your long-term, short-term swing trades. It all is there. I'm talking about how Palantir is a bubble. I don't know if this one's gonna be right, but this one still looks really strong. So this was the profit target off of these buyers. So I was assuming that it would come up here, but really I hadn't found any strong buyers that weren't retail until like the 70s, and this is still viable. To be honest with you, I know they're beating and making these big contracts and stuff, but we'll see. If we find a new buyer up here, then this all goes out the window. UNH, we talked about how bears are still in control at this point and how they would probably peel into this aggressor and shove down. And it looks like they are shoving down. So when it gets to about the 206, 190 area, that's where we're going to look to pick that up. So those things are keeping in mind. As of right now, we're blew through those sellers. This is officially now short squeeze terrain. So these shorts just got squeezed. These shorts got cut through. And when you have trap patterns that get blown through, it's a squeeze territory for sure. So we get rid of these guys. Continue to keep our eye on it. Now it hasn't. Well, technically, no. This wasn't an entry. Yeah, so we're just gonna chill. Keep an eye on it. Get some more, couple more articles in the meantime. This one, 2 bullish trades to go on Tesla, long on Tesla. Now I'm assuming this is gonna be a great buy point down here, and if we got close, 297, 294, if we do one final like push down, calls. calls right here. This is going to be a call area for sure. It could just pop straight up. The only reason why I'm saying that it won't is because for big runs, typically, you'll have these tight. Oh, won't show me back. I have to grab the chart. But you'll have these tight, funky consolidations, right? Now these all aren't good examples because short sellers still have a bit of strength. But as we get to the middle of this inflection point, right, as we start to get down and down and down, they're losing the amount of shares that they can. I don't want to use the word manipulate, but that they can kind of flood the market with to suppress buying pressure. So as they start to lose the shares and buyers are continue to buy them up, that's when you get really tight, and they spend that last like week or 7 days just keeping it real tight. Like these dojis right here this is kind of textbook here. So if we get another doji, it's like start rolling calls, because the IVs for one should be pretty cheap, and the IVs should be cheap, and you can just roll them over. So we get a similar type trap pattern here. You get a big red bar. It comes all the way back down here. I'm not taking it. Normally I would, but these buyers are just bludgeoning these sellers. So and hey, if I was a buyer, I would want a better price. So if I can get filled on this kind of flow, oh yeah, star. That's not what I wanted to get. If I wanted to be a buyer, I would want to buy at like the cheapest rate possible. Kind of interesting how it does that with the mouse. That's not typical. Anyways, like Simba. VWAP's flat. We're above the Ichimokus, but I mean, yeah, this is actually a case right here for a long on the Ichis. Entry, the close, possible retest, but those clouds aren't moving up. I never like trading Ichis on the Qs or the indexes. More of commodities for me. Yeah, one I wanted to look at was Fig. People were talking about that IPO Fig, and I wanted to chart it for what it was, but oh yes, still not like a major seller here either. It'd be interesting to see where buyers come in out of this area on Fig. So new. Slowly bleeding. Buyers came in though. All these buyers got clapped. Bears up control until they don't, but right now they do. On Fig for sure. Let's see, do they squeeze any sellers here? They squeeze one seller. Squeeze one seller, but not the major one. No. I'd say on a 5-minute, bulls currently have control, but overall bears still have control. Yeah. Looking pretty funky. This comes back into pre-market range. You could say that these bulls got trapped up here. Again, I don't want to take this until I see it clearly come into the range again. I want to see it take out even these buyers down here. I would prefer see it take out these buyers. Time. Otherwise, it's not worth it. That's how you get slapped around. See a little reaction off these buyers here. Back into pre-market range. Whoa. A soft break too? Was a break. Alright, well, if we dump with increasing volume, I'm going to look short. Got about 15 minutes before I gotta bounce. Take one of our other combines and try and do a little slap trade, but volume seems pretty high this morning. The average feels kind of high, which I think is interesting. Wow. We're on pace to beat this volume here too. Very interesting. We stay below. I do want to see it come and try and test these buyers here, see what reaction we get. Yep. See if we get that volume pick up. 2 minutes 30 seconds, and we are on track. So let's see, test these buyers. This is where they're sitting. This is going to tell us what's going to happen. You're going to find absorption here. If I put the footprint up, let's see absorption at these levels. Wonder if I actually can put the footprint up. Let's see. All right. Oh, 5 minute. Let's go the 1 minute. And let me see indicators. We have footprints. 3. Right, here we go. Put that on. All right. And for this one, 1340. That's oh, because these are so ugly. There's got to be a better way to see this thing. Zoom in like this. This is ridiculous. There'd be a better footprint chart here. Yeah, here we go. 50 seconds. If we get a flush here with some volume, take it short. You find a better footprint indicator. Very classic. That one. Let's see about this one. All right, 20 seconds. Need to pick up here if we want to go short. I don't remember how to get these. They're not brickish like that. So yeah, no short there. Need to chop around here. Still trending up though. You want to see how we come into these buyers down here. Better or worse? Alright, here's your buyers. Let's see how it actually works here. This is what matters right here. Ridiculous. Alright. Now the real test. Guarantee you there was some sort of absorption there with the footprint out, but yeah. I guarantee it. Wish I had a better footprint. I could show you guys. This one's useless. Alright, well, here. What is this? Alright, so the delta's negative. I think this is delta. You guys can't really see, but what we're looking for is, here's your point of control on the candle. Looking for is that absorption right here from these sellers. See how they get absorbed and then the candle comes up? That's absorption. So now we're getting a lot of sellers coming in, heavy sellers. So there you go. Starting to see it come in now. Big orders, big fills, huge selling. There's a huge buyer. Just slapped them. Yeah, big buyer there. Delta's still negative. Now it's more positive than the last candle. Never mind. Huge selling. Holy smokes. Okay. Yep. Get a big buyer get taken out there. So the absorption here is at 561.39. So this looks like we can go shorter. Big seller got absorbed right there. 17,000. My lord. Huge seller got absorbed. Order controls up here. 26,000 sell. This is so hard to read, by the way. This is just... There's a way to... Oh. Okay. Alright. Yeah, we had... You're getting it back and forth here, but bottom line is, this is your buyers. They got cracked into a little bit. Alright, I need to figure out how to get these. Figure out how to get these. Good. All right. Delta just go positive? Went from negative 30,000 to 4,000. Then 15,000 and 5,000. I need to figure out how to get keeping an eye out still here. Need good volume if you want a continuation. I want this text to offset a little bit, the right of these candles. I could bring down the transparency. Like that. Alright, keeping an eye on this candle here. Minute 39 left. Looks like they're getting eaten up by these buyers, but see what happens. Not enough for a bear trap, so we're just gonna sit. Delta's positive, super positive. Huge buyer here. As we knew who they were here. See. Yeah, nada. Right back in the middle of the range. Don't get chopped around today. Already made one mistake. Yep. Range day, baby. I think I might just pull it here. I'm gonna go do some more trading, but right in the middle of that range. Pinned until we actually break solidly above these pre-market highs or lows. Tested these sellers, ripped all the way back down on the 15 minutes. So on the 15 minute, boom, boom, boom. So these sellers would have never left. Yeah. Went up into this area and just got soaked up. Then you have this buyer down here. I don't know. Personally, I think shorts are stronger. Back and forth, baby. That's the day. Yep. Nothing really going on, unfortunately. Right in the middle of the range. Could take another hour before we move out of it. All right. Because of that, I'm going to sign off. I hope you have a good day. It's going to be some time, so quick little stream. If you didn't check out, we had a nice couple of trades on options. You check that out on the my other channel, the sister channel, this one. Follow me on X. Trading View. Got a lot of good insights coming up in the future. All right.